It's been a long time. Stop. It's been a long time. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. I'm ready to smell fear, I smell a lot. My competitors fled scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success, stress up. I want it all, no less. So come on.
What up, it's your boy T-Bear on the reaction. So, doing my wrestling a little bit late, but better late than never. So, because some more good news came while I was about to record for it, the announcement I made earlier. So, it's coming sooner, so which is awesome. So, that's why you see right here, I got stuff right here. Cause I got to might as well keep these stuff locked and closed because we'll be a new setting soon. Anyway, but other than that, it's time for some Wrestling Wednesday. And I'm gonna kick the things off because this is out the main thing I want to get out the way. This is this is involving the upcoming pay-per-view this weekend with Impact Wrestling called Rebellion. And the big match of them all is the title versus title match between Rich Swann, who is TNA Heavyweight Champion. No, Impact. Sorry. The TNA and Impact Heavyweight Champion. I just thought about that too. He's both. And Kenny Omega, who's the AEW Champion. As you know, AEW and Impact got a partnership going on at the moment. So, yeah. Now, there's two videos involving former NXT announcer Mauro Ranallo as he breaks down 5 ways for each guy. So, we're going to kick things off with Kenny Omega. One, get the hell out of the way. And then that's when we represent the face, the best for last. And like I said, I mean, I kind of want Rich to win this thing, but I got a bad feeling they're gonna go with Kenny just cause. But without further ado, let's check this video out as I believe that's all, folks. You got me. Mauro Ranallo breaks down the 5 ways that either opponent's going to win, starting with Kenny Omega. So without further ado, let's check it out. So now get this full screen set up. Come on.
The main event of the Rebellion.
Wait. And starting without me showing nothing. Come on. Work for me, damn it. There we go. Alright, let's get it.
The main event of the Rebellion pay-per-view on Sunday, April 25th is a dream match. 2 world champions from 2 major rival organizations will answer who is the greatest, not by squaring off in court of public opinion, but actually in the ring, where it counts. This is champion versus champion, title versus title, and one man will leave Rebellion as both the Impact and AEW World Champion. In one corner, reigning Impact Wrestling champion Rich Swann, an incredibly athletic, innovative, and courageous young competitor who continues to get better with each title defense. Storming out of the opposite corner will be Kenny Omega, who is not only the reigning All Elite Wrestling champion, but in the view of many industry insiders, the greatest professional wrestler in the world today. Here are 5 keys to victory that Omega could use to add Impact Gold to his championship collection. Number 5, make his big match experience count. Still at the heights of his own physical prime, Kenny Omega may well be able to hang with Swann in terms of pure athleticism. But when it comes to main event experience, the AEW Kingpin has a clear advantage. In an illustrious career now in its 3rd decade, the man known as the Belt Collector has won more titles, had more matches, and faced more world-class opponents in more main events than his Rebellion rival. At this elite level, a single mistake can be catastrophic, and championships are won and lost in fractions of a second. Kenny Omega has operated at this 99.99 percentile for much longer than Rich Swann. That may make all the difference at Rebellion. Number 4, Target Swann's right leg.
Oh, boy.
Omega can be a headhunter. Much of his go-to offense is blunt force trauma with a laser focus on the cranium. But at Rebellion, he may decide to switch up targets. Everyone in wrestling, including Kenny Omega, knows Swann suffered a career-threatening right leg injury a little over a year ago. While Swann battled back to win the Impact title at Bound for Glory last October, this type of injury never fully heals. You can bet that the Canadian pound-for-pounder, who can be as vicious as he is opportunistic, will have no conflicted feelings at all about going after any opponent's old injury. How well can a one-legged man do in an ass-kicking contest against the most decorated champion in the sport? Rich Swann may well find out at Rebellion. Number 3, fire the bullet. A lot of media and fans have pointed out that Kenny Omega is giving up home field advantage at Rebellion, which is, after all, an Impact Wrestling event. But that's a simplistic take that ignores the reality of what we've seen over the last 5 months. Kenny Omega will not fly into Nashville alone. He'll be there with his longtime friends, the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson,
he got Bucks
who will
on these
challenge Vengeance for the Impact Tag Team titles at Rebellion. Neither Gallows or Anderson.
And possibly Bucks too. You know, Bucks is behind them. We'll be surprised Bucks make a little appearance to it too. But yeah, I forgot they're gonna go against Finn to get for a rematch though.
Have shown any compunction at all in interfering on behalf of their buddy. And Omega is certainly not shy about inviting his 2 formidable friends to lend a helping fist or two. And Impact executive / Omega's agent Don Callis, let's not forget, interjected himself at a critical moment in the very match Omega won the AEW Championship. So, it would be naive to discount the possibility that the Good Brothers and Callis will play a part in the title versus title showdown on April 25th. Number 2, go for the V-trigger, early and often. Unlike Omega's one-winged angel, and you know we'll get to that shortly, the V-trigger is a relatively low-risk attack, especially considering the damage it inflicts on its victims. As we saw at Hard to Kill, Rich Swann has the one-winged angel well scouted. If Swann has his wits about him, he can escape Omega's clutches before the AEW champ has time to fully execute his much-feared finisher. But again, as we saw at Hard to Kill, the V-trigger scrambles an opponent's senses. The V-trigger is the Mike Tyson jab that sets opponents up for the big KO. Over his belt-collecting career, Omega has developed several variations of the bicycle knee to the head, including a standing variant of the V-trigger that is almost as brutal as the original. Expect Omega not to waste any time reintroducing his knee to Rich Swann's jaw at Rebellion. And number 1, hit the one-winged angel.
Of course.
Kenny Omega's one-winged angel is perhaps the most devastating offensive move in all of professional
exaggerating, but go ahead.
wrestling. Also known as the Kaneoko no Tenshi in Japan, this modified electric chair driver is a true match finisher. The one-winged angel is a kill shot, and Kenny Omega knows it.
This is a hot move, but I want to say the most devastating.
The awesome potency of his signature hold on social media and in interviews, and it's hard to disagree with him. If Omega hits the one-winged angel, no one in professional wrestling, and that includes Rich Swann, will beat the referee's 3 count.
I hate that we got to give the reminder of that piece of shit of a exploded ring match we got that nothing really exploded, but
Kenny Omega walks into Rebellion knowing full well if he executes this terrifying finisher, he's walking back out the new Impact Wrestling Champion.
Alright, so wait. So we heard the side for Kenny. Now we about here to five ways to win for Rich Swann. My boy, let's get it.
Vanishingly rare for 2 major organizations to allow their champions to compete against the other. But that's what we'll see at Rebellion. The main event of the Sunday, April 25th pay-per-view is a generational dream match. Rich Swann and Kenny Omega, the world champions of Impact Wrestling and All Elite Wrestling, respectively, will collide with both titles on the line. A plurality of critics make AEW Kingpin Omega the favorite to emerge with an historic victory. But here, I'll map out 5 paths Rich Swann may take.
Let's go,
to
Rich.
wrenching the AEW title from the man many say is the #1 pro wrestler in the world. Number 5, start fast and then go faster.
Yes.
A natural light heavyweight, Rich Swann is the Roy Jones Jr. or Daniel Cormier of professional wrestling. It is the size of the 5'9" competitor's talent that makes him so special. And as we saw during Hard to Kill's 6-man tag main event, Swann not only got the better of Omega in the majority of their one-on-one encounters, he seemed to enjoy a significant speed advantage. The champion who walks out of Rebellion with both belts will probably be the athlete who shaped the match to better suit their own individual style. And for Swann, that means making this a fast-paced firefight. It is vital for Swann to establish a scorching hot pace from the opening bell. And no matter the
he put it down against Moose for the double championship.
cost, keep pushing until he sets Kenny Omega's lungs on fire. Number 4, disrupt Omega's rhythm. As we've seen over and over during his Hall of Fame career, when Kenny Omega hits the V trigger, a pinfall victory is often just moments away. However, the AEW champion needs both time and space for his running knee strike to have its maximum skull-rattling impact. The Hall of Famer often takes advantage of dazed opponents by backing up to the far side of the ring and then sprinting full force and launching into the V trigger. Whenever Swann finds himself hurt on the opposite side of the ring to Omega, he has to swallow his pride, roll under the ropes, and take a few moments until his head clears. He cannot linger in the V trigger danger zone and expect to keep hold of his Impact Wrestling goal. Number 3, counter the one-winged angel. Fresh or fatigued on the offensive or desperately searching for one big counter to turn the tide, Omega is always looking to hit his much-feared finisher, the one-winged angel. The one-winged angel is more than just a devastating match-ending move. It is a kill shot that lands with the impact of a professional wrestling atomic bomb. But like many of the world's most devastating weapons, the one-winged angel takes time to set up and deploy. Omega usually needs his opponents badly stunned in order to hoist them on his shoulders, reach up for their head, and then drive the victim down to certain defeat. Let's remind ourselves, Rich Swann diffused the one-winged angel at Hard to Kill, having the wherewithal to scramble off the AEW champion's shoulders and then immediately countering with a poison rana. It was only on Omega's second attempt that he successfully executed his finisher and got the pinfall. Swann is now 1 for 2 in avoiding the one-winged angel. If he can improve that ratio even slightly, he will be well on his way to making history at Rebellion.
Yes, sir.
Number 2, use strikes to set up the Phoenix Splash.
Yes.
There's a strong case to be made that despite a who's who of pro wrestling having their brains scrambled by Kenny Omega's V-trigger, it is Rich Swann who will be the most dangerous striker at Rebellion. Although he no longer uses it as his primary finisher, Swann's spin kick has won him several international championships. The 30-year-old's wide arsenal of martial arts kicks have sent many world-class opponents crashing down to defeat. And as we saw at Hard to Kill, Swann got the better of Omega when it came down to plain old-fashioned blunt force face punching. The younger man is the faster athlete and the more educated striker in this match. He needs to combine those two advantages,
kicks look devastating,
get
though. I
Omega
love it.
dazed and on the mat, and then hit the move he never had the chance to attempt on the AEW champion in January. I'm talking about Rich Swann's own finisher, the Phoenix Splash.
Yes, sir.
He has to find the time and space to hit that move at Rebellion. If that happens, he will be a 3 count away from the biggest win of his career, which leads us into the number 1 on our keys for Rich Swann to defeat Kenny Omega. The Impact champion must go for the high-risk, high-reward moves.
Yes.
Swann is a young champion in what industry insiders predict is only the first of many pro wrestling championship reigns. No competitor, much less one who has overcome what Rich Swann has to become champion, is going to be okay with losing the biggest match of their career. But Swann has to risk losing in order to give himself the best chance of winning. Remember, it is Kenny Omega who came to the Impact Zone in the first place. It is Kenny Omega, who is a self-proclaimed belt collector who says this is all part of a plan to do nothing less than take over professional wrestling. It is Omega who brags on social media about how many stars his matches are awarded by critics. All the pressure is on Omega at Rebellion, and Swann should not only make Omega carry every ounce of this weight of public expectation, he should also give himself permission to fight as though he's got nothing to lose.
That's right.
Rich Swann needs to cut loose in this match. The Impact Alpha should utilize every high-risk, high-reward attack in his arsenal and keep blasting and blasting until Omega falls or Swann falls from exhaustion.
Just like you did Moose, do same with King Omega.
Wrestling is asking, who can beat Kenny Omega? At Rebellion, Sunday, April 25th, the answer may appear in the form of a massively talented athlete who gives himself permission to operate at the dizzying heights of greatness.
Alright, that's that. Both videos was nice though. I love Mauro's breakdown and everything though. I'm definitely hoping Rich Swann gets that one though. I'm saying, because either way, we still get a story of a evasion or definitely a true cross moment between them two, between AEW and Impact though. But yeah, hopefully hopefully don't go make that the inevitable of Kenny being the champion. Like, I want Rich Swann to get that joint. Know what I'm saying, Kenny, we got enough of Kenny. This is Rich Swann time. This is Rich Swann time. Let's get it. Other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off on love.